Hey everybody, I know you're used to seeing me stream. I'm having some technical difficulties with the computer currently that are kind of preventing me from streaming, but I'm still going to play this game, and I still want to interact with other people while I play it, so we're just going to do a little bit of a YouTube video here. I'm kind of feeling like we're just going to record our gameplay, and I'll just do like a match at a time for the time being, and we'll see how this works, see how things go, until I try to figure out what's going on with my computer, try to get things back going on Twitch. So we're doing a one evidence, basically, is what we're doing here, kind of like a insanity, really, but I tried to make it a little bit funner. So, you know, I turned up the ghost activity, I turned up event frequency, because I want this ghost to event the shit out of us. You know, I want it to be throwing stuff around, shutting doors. Well, not shutting. Well, if a ghost shuts a door, we know what ghost it is. So we'll just do a fan favorite. We'll do a Tanglewood Drive here, and ready up. And we're gonna go to Tanglewood Drive. Hopefully everything functions okay here, because another issue I've been having with the computer actually is that this game's been crashing out on me. Certainly hope that doesn't happen again. It actually looks pretty smooth. That's a good thing. Usually when I spin my head around like this, I get the jitters. So far, so good. So let's go in here, figure out what our ghost is going to be with one evidence only. Wait, before I bring that, let's bring this. This is kind of like my go-to currently, unless I'm doing a big map and I end up using the parabolic. EMF reader, because if I hear something, I want to find out exactly where it was. Temperature gauge is a go-to because you can figure out a baseline for all the rooms, the hallways when you're walking through the house. Let's say that every room is, you know, like 20 degrees. They're all going to be like 20 degrees except for the ghost room. It's going to be 18 or 17, and then it's going to keep on dropping and dropping as the match goes on. So these are kind of my go-tos, and while I'm looking for the bone, I will just wait, listen for the ghost to do something, and while I walk into each room looking for the bone, I will also make sure that I check the temperatures. So 21 degrees in the hallway. Looking for the bone in here. 22 degrees in there. So look at that. Ghost has touched the door to the baby room. Now the question, is the ghost in the baby room or is the ghost in the hallway? 20. Oh. Oh! Oh no! He twisted the bear's head backwards already! My god, what an evil ghost. 17 degrees. Alright, so the ghost is in there. That's just fucking mean, man. Alright. So now we know where the ghost is, so I will worry about looking for the bone here in a few minutes, and what I'm going to do now is try to at least get my first piece of evidence. Did I say first piece of evidence? I meant the only evidence that I'm going to get. Let's take this, and he is touching the doors a lot, so maybe I will get, maybe I'll get fingerprints? We will find out. Spirit box, journal, and do we get fingerprints? So I have 60 seconds from the time he touches a door to see whether or not there are going to be fingerprints. I'm not sure if 60 seconds has gone by yet, so I'm actually just going to sit this right here. So that way, when he touches the door again, I can just kind of do one of these things right here and look up the door and see if there's any fingerprints. And let's do this. Shut the light off, please. And I have not been using the text, or I have not been using the voice, like the Vosk model or the Windows model, because I cannot get a response when I use my actual voice on the Spirit box. So I've basically been just using... That made an awkward sound when I threw it down. Why are the lights... I never turned them on, did I? Alright, so let's put that there. Let's double check and make sure that our ghost is still in this room. Oh, fuck yeah, this ghost is in the room. I need to save that teddy bear next time I go in there. Don't let me forget that. The teddy bear and the teddy bunny, which I don't think I've ever seen the teddy bunny's head get twisted backwards. Now let's take this. Let's take this, and let's take this. Obviously, the salt for the Wraith test. It's just one of the standard go in there and do it things. Usually I do the candles as well. Bring the candles in, do an early Umbrio test. Because there's certain ghosts you can just kind of get out of the way. Right? Getting cold temperatures in here now. Got that cold breath. And along with that cold breath, I do not see orbs. I almost never get orbs ghosts, though. Even if I'm on 3 evidence, I, like, never get freaking orbs ghosts. Alright, so one thing I want to do is trap this ghost in the room. See, without even having to pick any... What was that sound? Alright, so there's no fingerprints. Ghost, you are staying in the room. And we're saving the teddy bear here in just a second. Let me put that up there. Alright. Teddy bear is coming with me. What an asshole ghost. And I'll probably take a quick peek really quick and see if I happen to get any Goryo dots right off the bat. Show me your dotties, ghost. Show me your dotties. I don't see that it stepped in any salt. So that's interesting. Could have a ghost that is teleporting in and out of the room. I need to check for freezing temperatures too, don't I? So we're going to take a camera in there. We're going to take a smudge. Am I going to take a smudge? Oh my god. So I really like the update that they did. And it's going to have mixed opinions. I personally like where your sanity does not drop when you're in a lighted room now. Or a lit room. Unless, of course, it's a really big room and it's got some dark spots in it, like at the prison or at, like, the, I want to say sanitarium. Anyway, because sometimes with the new update for this game, it takes a while to gather evidence, right? So, dots, I've been in a match and probably spent about 14 minutes looking for Goryo dots. And, you know, Goryos don't change rooms. Never got the Goryo dots. Nobody was in the room. I was playing solo. I was out in the freaking van and never got Goryo dots. Like I said, at least in 14 minutes worth of play. So some of this evidence is just hard to come by. Some of it you're just not going to get. So utilizing a little extra time on the map is well worth it. I'm going to take this. And just in case we have an early hunter, because since we have no evidence yet, we don't know if it could even be a demon. Which generally my demons, they slam the freaking door. They slam the door on me as soon as I enter the freaking house. Alright, so let's put this as close over here as I can. So we're covering some hallway too. 3.5. Getting kind of cold in here. 3.8. Not cold enough though. Not writing in the book. You have stepped in salt. Only 2 piles, so you have not left the room, have you, ghost? Interesting. So no fingerprints. Bless you, cat. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but my cat is sneezing. Let's check this again. 3.9. What is our evidence going to end up being? You know, is it going to end up being dots? Maybe I need to move the dots a little bit. Dots are like the hardest thing for me to come by. I don't think he's... I forgot I have my headlamp on. Here I am trying to see things in the dark. Alright, so we're going to put some more salt down, make sure that ghost does stay trapped in there. Of course, if it events on me or teleports out of the room, it's a whole different ball game. And I'm just going to leave my headlamp on as I walk into these dark areas. Just try to drain my sanity a little bit. What door did you touch? Is this door? Alright, let's look at these the right way. Look at you try to leave the room, ghost. I don't think so. Yeah, so fingerprints is definitely not going to be one of our evidence. What is our evidence going to be? It's getting substantially colder since I first walked in here. So, like I said, freezing temperatures can take a little while to actually kick in. Freezing temperatures could end up being our evidence. They just make you wait for them now. I'm not taking any pictures of the salt yet because I don't want to accidentally overlap pictures and take a picture of the same thing. Hello! We got the bone. We got somebody's jaw. And I think we have a cursed object too. I think I have it programmed where we have cursed objects. Let's see. Fucking summoning circle. If I had known this, I would have dumped all my salt on the I can't do that. I can't do that. Never mind. I don't have upgraded tier 3 crucifixes. Crucify yet. Alright. I need to pay attention to what my objectives are too, since apparently we're going to have some time on this map while we try to figure out what our evidence is going to be. Could be dots. Let me try to move the dots to a different location. You know, if you don't get dots within... Damn, Ghost. Within like a minute or two, move them. You know, just move them and try somewhere else. We're going to try this again. So we know the ghost is listening. Just not responding. Because this ghost is an asshole. And doesn't want us to have. I like that picture. DNA. Booty and ass. Right. Oh, let me just move that just for shits and giggles. Let's check the temperature again. You know, maybe with the light off, it'll get colder in here. Obviously not, because it's actually warmer than it was. Ooh. 1.2. Anybody thinking that we're going to get freezing? After all the times I've heard this go off and not register an EMF 5, I doubt we're going to get EMF 5 either. 3.4. 1.7. I mean, it's not quite there yet, but I will leave the light off in this room to kind of help it maybe get colder faster. No spirit box, no... Okay, so I can look for orbs again. Running out of options here in terms of trying to figure out what our evidence is going to be. So dots are hard to come by. This ghost really isn't roaming a whole lot, right? So I probably shouldn't put that camera there because I have a feeling the ghost is going to just kick it over. That's a 4. What are you ghost farting on me for? Gross. Gross. I said I was going to leave that light off, but I changed my mind. All right, so here's another reason to suspect that this could be a Goryo. Aside from the fact that I'm not getting dots, because maybe it's Goryo dots through a camera, look at, it's not roaming very far. Goryo have very short roam. Of course, I say that, and now it's trying to leave the room. But, you see, this long into the match, and it's only went that far, and went back, you know? So there's a good chance that this is going to end up just being a Goryo. So I'm going to watch for dots again. Why is the bear's head back on correctly? When did that happen? Did I just imagine this whole time that bear's being head twisted backwards? Was I really going to say that? So I need a photo of the ghost. Capture incense, parabol. Oh, I need a parabolic hit. What am I doing? What am I doing wasting all this precious time? This is why I should have left the lights off. I need to get the other dots in there. Bless you again, kitty. All right, let's get the other dots in there. Because I'm really, really starting to suspect a Goryo. And I want to make sure... And we'll get the parabolic too. Yeah, I want to really make sure we put as much effort. No, you can't jump up here. You can't jump up here. Sorry, little guy. Maybe I'll put these like this. As long as they're kind of offset a little bit. That is not the temperature gauge. Where is the thermometer, mammometer? 2.8. 3.2. Alright, you know what? Oh, 1.1. Are you hiding your freezing temperature, sir? Oh, did I get it? Did I get it? Did I get it? That's a shadow event, huh? Okay. Early on possibility. Is that a 5? That's a 4. That's a 3-star ghost photo. Interesting. Oh my god, why are you so pissy? I'm leaving the lights off, right? I'm leaving the lights off this time because we are really at this point thinking Goryo. Or is that just me? Look at the roam. It still hasn't attempted to kind of go out in the world and explore. It's just staying in that room. So I think we're going to be looking for Goryo dots. And actually, that's going to be a freaking achievement if I do end up seeing Goryo dots. Cleanse the area using incense. Detect paranormal sound with a parabolic microphone. Whisper to me, ghost. Jesus. Alright, that's a lot of airball events. And a shadow event. A shade will do that shit. Shade's gonna be EMF 5, ghost writing, and freezing, I'm pretty sure. Freezing, ghost writing, EMF 5. But we'll also be able to figure out a shade pretty easy because they won't hunt until at least they're at least under 35% sanity, I believe. And they won't try to hunt while you're in the room. But shades will also roam a little bit more. Okay. Alright, so... Alright, top 2 suspicions now. A shade or a Goryo. But I'm not getting EMF 5. I'm not getting freezing, at least not yet. Let's go in there and see if this bitch will spawn on me for a hunt, or try to hunt while I am in the room. And let me see, let me put that down real quick, because we need to make sure it stays trapped in the room, right? Because a shade, one of the reasons why people get shades confused with other ghosts so easy, or misidentify shades, are because they won't hunt in the same room as you, right? But they can just step right outside into the hallway. Just one step into the hallway or some other room. Or even just glitch through the wall. You know, if one of the barriers is bad on the map. What an asshole. Then they'll end up spawning technically outside of the room. Alright, let's get the power back on, because that ghost was really mean. Oh, and now crap. Oh my god, turn the power on. Alright, interesting. So, alright, it went ahead and tried to hunt once. Let's go ahead, once again, let's make sure it stays trapped in this room. I do have a smudge in case things go bad. 3.6. No journal writing. That's just an EMF 3. 1 degrees. I swear to God, if this is gonna make me wait like 20 minutes to get freezing temperatures. Really want to play that game with me? That's another shadow event. That's an EMF 4. Shit. Ghost, you gotta give me a piece of evidence. This is ridiculous. Ugh. So it's not trying to hunt while I'm in the room. I'm not getting freezing. Look at it. It's gonna see, this is where I set you on fire. So at this point, I'm really making the assumption. Oh, you know what? It's not a shade. It's not a shade. Look at the amount of interactions it's doing while I'm in the room with it. And that. And that. Alright, so this is definitely not a shade. So we are back to making the assumption this is going to be a Goryo again. And we'll see what happens when it hunts. Could end up being a Revy for all I know. I've had a lot of Revenants hold off until my sanity was real low to hunt too. And usually what happens with Revenants for me is they will wait until you're down to like 30-20% sanity, and then they'll leave the room and go somewhere else where you're not expecting them to spawn, and then they'll spawn there. Revenants are very sneaky, but also very fucking fast. All right, so my sanity is shit. I need to go in there. I need to get some pictures, and I need to not die. And I need one piece of evidence. There it was. That is our dots that we've been waiting for. We have a Goryo late. I think he just did it again. Now all of a sudden just going to give us dots like crazy, huh? I wonder if it has anything to do with my sanity being so low. Like maybe the lower your sanity, the better of a chance they will reveal their dots. I don't know. Look at that, dots again. So now I've gotten like three dots in under a minute. And my sanity is pretty shit. Wasn't getting any dots before. There could be something to that. I'm going to have to look up and see if there's any information on that. And now, since I don't want this bitch hunting, while I get my pictures and catch my investigation up... Kill the power again. No. Wouldn't do that, would it? I thought that maybe, just maybe, what happened there was, it was because it burnt the crucifixes. But no, it turns out that our ghost is actually just an asshole. Alright, snippy, snappy, snappy. Snapper, 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 snapper. Does that cover all 3-star photos? We have... Oh, shit! Fuck off, I'll take a picture of you anyway. How about this? How about that? I hit my frickin' microphone. Now, what are you gonna do? So I don't know about you guys, but I've gotten a lot more Goryos since the update. Used to never get them. Never even think about the ghost, because it just kicked my camera over. What a little shit. Alright, so we did not get a perfect investigation because of one frickin' 2-star photo. What a load of garbage. I think what happened is in this photo, one of these 2 photos here, it registered the wrong salt. And so this one right here, I think what happened was it was trying to pick up this one, which is clearly not centered in the frame, when I was trying to pick this one up. So, did I even get the crucifix burn? I did get the crucifix burn, the surf salt. Alright, that's just a load of shit. Alright, so this one was a Goryo. There was really no danger in this investigation. Never even got hunted. So I would say this was pretty successful on one evidence, but is it a Goryo? That is what we're about to find out. Like that, we're going to take our teddy bear that has fixed itself. Dots again! No, that's not dots. No, that wasn't dots. Wasn't dots. Nonetheless, though, as I said, once I got down there to like 3%, 0% sanity, I saw Goryo dots like crazy.
Welcome back.
BAM! And once again, how did we identify that as a Goryo? Because it never left the frickin' room. And it didn't really roam away from the room for any reasons either. So not only did it not change ghost rooms, but it didn't roam far from the room. And that is very signature what a Goryo is all about. Don't really do a whole lot. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this video. I will post another investigation later. And instead of making... Because YouTube's a little different of an animal than Twitch, right? So Twitch, you can do a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hour stream. Nobody wants to watch a 6-hour YouTube video. So I will take this as an per investigation type thing. That was one investigation down right there, and that was successful. So that counts, I guess, 1 towards our win streak that we didn't even know I was going to try to keep track of until this very moment. So that's where we're at. Thank you, everybody, for checking this out. And be sure to stay tuned to check out the next one where we're either going to do 1 evidence or no evidence. That's really all I like to play, is 1 evidence or no evidence. And it kind of sucks because they have all these really cool new things that you can use, you know, like for gathering evidence. But I like the challenge of listening to a ghost, identifying its behavior, more than I do just getting evidence and leaving. You know, so that you're going to see a lot of one evidence or no evidence runs on this channel. So thank you guys very much for being here. I hope to see you in the next one. Excuse me. All right, bye.